Last month, a healthy 72-year-old woman died in Thailand because no one told her this one thing about senior travel. Her name was Margaret, and she thought she was prepared. She wasn't. I'm going to reveal 15 hidden dangers that kill more seniors abroad than heart attacks. And number 8 has claimed hundreds of lives this year alone. These aren't accidents. They're preventable deaths that happen because the travel industry hides life-threatening risks from travelers over 70. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to protect yourself from predators who target seniors and medical emergencies that foreign hospitals can't handle. Margaret's story isn't unique. Every month, dozens of American seniors die abroad from dangers they never saw coming. Picture this. You're standing in a crowded Bangkok airport, confused and disoriented, while your blood pressure medication sits in a lost suitcase somewhere over the Pacific Ocean. Meanwhile, pickpockets circle like vultures because they know seniors over 70 carry more cash and react slower to threats. Research shows that senior travelers face death rates 3 times higher than domestic rates. Yet 90% receive zero age-specific safety guidance. The travel industry deliberately hides these statistics because they know it would destroy their profits if seniors understood the real risks. The first killer is medication confiscation at international borders. Imagine arriving in Japan only to have customs officials arrest you because your common arthritis medication is classified as an illegal narcotic. This happens to hundreds of seniors annually because 47 countries ban medications that Americans consider harmless. Your heart pills, diabetes treatment, even basic pain relievers can land you in foreign prisons where medical care doesn't exist. The life-saving solution requires visiting your doctor 6 weeks before departure to obtain official letters listing every medication with generic names. Never pack medications in checked luggage because airlines lose 10,000 bags daily. Carry triple your medication supply in carry-on bags and research pharmaceutical laws for every destination before booking. The second silent killer is blood clot formation during extended flights. Sarah, age 74, died on a cruise ship when a blood clot traveled from her leg to her lungs during dinner. Deep vein thrombosis strikes seniors at 5 times the rate of younger travelers because prolonged sitting combined with cabin pressure creates perfect killing conditions. Economy seating is designed for passengers under 6 feet and 200 pounds, which means most seniors face automatic death risk the moment they sit down. The protective solution requires wearing compression stockings 24 hours before departure and walking airplane aisles every 30 minutes regardless of safety announcements. Upgrade to premium economy if possible because extra legroom literally saves lives. If you're finding this information shocking, hit that subscribe button because I reveal life-saving senior travel secrets every week that could prevent your death abroad. The third deadly trap involves cognitive overload that turns sharp seniors into vulnerable targets. Foreign environments overwhelm aging brains with unfamiliar sights and sounds, reducing decision-making ability by 30% within hours of arrival. This mental fatigue explains why intelligent seniors end up on wrong buses, overpay for services, and fall victim to sophisticated scams. The solution requires arriving 2 days early to adjust mentally before starting activities. Create detailed written itineraries with backup plans because your phone might die when you need directions most. Travel with companions whenever possible because having backup brains reduces individual cognitive strain. The fourth predator specifically targets senior tourists for violent crimes. Criminal organizations train operatives to identify vulnerability patterns that seniors display unconsciously through slower movement, visible confusion, and natural politeness. Travelers over 70 face criminal targeting at 6 times the rate of younger tourists, and attacks often result in serious injuries because seniors recover slowly from physical trauma. Popular destinations like Italy and Mexico have organized rings that follow cruise ships to prey on elderly Americans with visible wealth. The defensive solution requires projecting confidence through purposeful walking and direct eye contact even when feeling uncertain. Use anti-theft gear like money belts because these tools deter opportunistic predators. The fifth financial destroyer involves insurance gaps that bankrupt families after medical emergencies abroad. Standard travel policies contain hidden exclusions targeting seniors, and these loopholes can cost hundreds of thousands when heart attacks occur overseas. Medicare doesn't cover international emergencies, and medical evacuation from popular destinations exceeds $500,000. Pre-existing condition clauses deliberately exclude health problems that seniors commonly experience while traveling. The protection solution requires purchasing specialized senior insurance that covers pre-existing conditions with unlimited evacuation coverage. Read every policy word because exclusions hide in complex legal language designed to confuse consumers. The sixth hidden assassin involves medication interactions with altitude and foreign foods. High-altitude destinations alter medication effectiveness by 40%, turning life-saving prescriptions into useless placebos without warning. Seniors taking heart medications face cardiac event risks when dosages become inadequate for changed conditions. Meanwhile, exotic cuisines contain ingredients that interact dangerously with common prescriptions, and innocent tropical fruits can trigger life-threatening reactions. The survival solution requires consulting altitude medicine specialists before visiting destinations above 3,000 feet. Research food interactions for every medication because international cuisines contain ingredients absent from American diets. The seventh injury magnet involves bathroom accessibility that results in hip-breaking falls. Ancient European cities feature bathroom facilities with steep stairs, no handrails, and slippery surfaces that become death traps for seniors. Bathroom falls cause more senior travel injuries than any other single factor. Yet this crucial safety element rarely appears in planning discussions. Emergency bathroom needs can't be delayed, and dehydration from avoiding fluids creates dangerous complications. The safety solution requires researching bathroom locations at every destination and planning shorter tours with frequent stops, because rushing increases fall risk dramatically. But here's the shocker that kills the most seniors abroad, and this is where Margaret made her fatal mistake. The eighth mass killer involves cardiac emergencies in countries without proper medical response. Margaret experienced chest pain in rural Thailand, where the nearest cardiac facility was 6 hours away, by primitive ambulance lacking life support equipment. Cardiac events kill more American seniors abroad than all other causes combined, because proper emergency care simply doesn't exist in popular developing destinations. Many countries lack trained paramedics, defibrillation equipment, and catheterization labs that could save lives during heart attacks. The life-saving solution requires researching cardiac care availability before booking and wearing medical alert jewelry with information translated into local languages. Consider evacuation insurance because local cardiac care might not exist when needed most. The ninth immune system destroyer targets aging defenses with foreign infections. Tropical diseases that cause mild symptoms in younger travelers trigger organ failure and death in seniors because 70-plus immune systems can't mount adequate responses. Popular destinations harbor endemic diseases targeting elderly visitors, and standard vaccinations provide inadequate protection for aging immunity. The protective solution requires consulting travel medicine specialists 8 weeks before departure for age-appropriate vaccinations. Research current disease outbreaks because infection risks change rapidly in international locations. The 10th dehydration killer strikes seniors in hot climates before warning signs appear. Senior bodies regulate temperature poorly, and perception of thirst decreases with age, creating dangerous fluid loss without awareness. Dehydration triggers confusion, falls, and organ failure much faster in seniors than younger individuals. Common medications like blood pressure pills increase dehydration risk exponentially in hot climates. The survival solution requires drinking water continuously regardless of thirst levels because body signals become unreliable with age. Monitor urine color because dark yellow signals immediate need for increased intake. The 11th transportation trap involves mobility challenges that create fall risks during routine travel movements. International airports and train stations prioritize efficiency over senior safety, and moving walkways become dangerous obstacles for travelers with balance issues. Foreign systems lack safety features that American seniors depend on, and cultural boarding differences create rushing situations. The protection solution requires arriving with extra time buffers because rushing dramatically increases accident risk. Use wheeled luggage and hire assistance services because struggling with heavy bags creates multiple injury risks. The 12th communication breakdown kills seniors during medical emergencies when language barriers prevent life-saving treatment. Translation apps fail when you're unconscious or confused, and medical terminology doesn't translate directly between languages. Communication failures contribute to 40% of adverse outcomes for American seniors seeking emergency care abroad. The life-saving solution requires carrying laminated medical cards translated into destination languages, with complete medication lists and emergency contacts. Learn basic medical phrases because communicating symptoms could save your life. The 13th financial predator involves sophisticated fraud schemes targeting traveling seniors. Criminals profile American senior travel patterns to time scams when you're most vulnerable and isolated. International banking protections are weaker than domestic safeguards, and recovering stolen funds from foreign accounts is nearly impossible. The protection solution requires establishing communication codes with family that scammers can't duplicate. Never make financial decisions while traveling because emotional manipulation works best when you're stressed and disoriented. The 14th medication destroyer involves temperature exposure that renders life-saving drugs completely ineffective. Extreme heat permanently destroys insulin, heart medications, and other critical prescriptions without visible signs of damage. You won't discover your medications are useless until dangerous symptoms appear thousands of miles from replacement sources. The survival solution requires medication cooling cases for travel and never leaving prescriptions in hot cars or direct sunlight. Research storage requirements because some drugs become dangerous rather than ineffective when overheated. The 15th final killer involves evacuation failures when medical conditions require immediate return to American facilities. Age-related conditions often disqualify seniors from standard evacuation flights because airlines won't risk passenger deaths during transport. Political instability can ground flights indefinitely, leaving critically ill seniors stranded without adequate care. The life-saving solution requires researching evacuation capabilities from every destination and purchasing insurance guaranteeing transport regardless of medical stability. Now you understand the 15 hidden dangers that the travel industry doesn't want seniors to know. These aren't scare tactics, they're documented risks that kill thousands annually. The difference between seniors who survive international travel and those who don't isn't luck. It's preparation and awareness of these deadly traps. Growing older doesn't mean abandoning travel dreams. It means traveling smarter with strategies that protect your life. Subscribe to this channel for weekly travel secrets that could save your life abroad, because your safety matters more than industry profits.